What's good, guys? Welcome back to Tech Savvy, the path to IT freedom. Today, I'll be teaching you guys how to run macOS on a PC. Some of you may be thinking, but why would I want to do this? The thing is, MacBooks, iMacs, they're all $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. Many people don't have the time or the money to shell out to go get one of those. Most people already have a PC or laptop in their home. So that's why today I'm going to be teaching you how to run macOS on a PC inside of VMware for free. First, you need to create a new virtual machine. Last video, I showed you guys how to install it using an ISO. However, this time, you need to click I will install the operating system later, as we will be using a virtual hard drive file. macOS 10.15. To download this file, I will put a link to the raw file in the description. You're going to have 7-zip downloaded, 32-bit or 64-bit, depending on your OS. That will help you extract the raw file. Okay, macOS 10.15. Let's just make it 10.15. Okay. Just leave it at whatever it says. Finish. Okay. Now, edit virtual machine settings. macOS needs a lot of memory. Depending on how much you have, allocate it accordingly. So I have 16 gigs, so I'm going to give it about 8 gigs. If you have 8 gigs, give it about 5 gigs. And if you have 4 gigs, then you're not going to be able to do it. macOS is very CPU and memory intensive. So the more memory and the more CPU power you have, the better it will run. Use CD, DVD to install VMware tools later, sound card, and display, just like I said in the last video. Use host settings, default sound card. Then for the hard drive, remove the hard drive you just created by clicking the remove button here, and add a new one. Hard disk. Make it SATA, that's the most compatible. Choose existing virtual disk. Now choose the file that you just downloaded after extracting. Here it is, me. VMware will give you an error saying, convert the existing virtual disk to a newer format. I wouldn't recommend doing this because it doesn't really add to performance, and it will make it unusable on any other version of VMware or VirtualBox. And also, by the way, if you're going to do this on VirtualBox, this is not the video for you. When you try to run it on VirtualBox, you have to do a lot of CMD commands that will trick the system into thinking it's an Apple device. However, VMware does it all for you, so you really don't need to do it. Before you run it, there's a tool you need to download called macOS Unlocker. It's a GitHub file, and I've tested this many times. It's got no viruses, everyone, if you're scared. So you download the zip file, extract it, and then run the installer. Okay? I'll just download it and show you what file that is real quick. My network is pretty fast here, so only take a couple seconds. Downloads, extract. Give it a second. Option 7-zip. Extract on Locker. So when you're running the unlocker, you have to run the win install command. It will open in a Windows CMD command prompt window, and it will download all the necessary files and all that. I've already done this, so I don't need to do it again. Links for everything will be in the description. Once again, VMware will give you an error. It'll say, cannot connect the virtual device starter 0:1, because there's no corresponding device available to the host. Do you want to try connect this virtual device every time you power on the virtual machine? Just click yes. It will boot no problem. Give it a couple seconds and then you should see an Apple logo. There you have it. macOS Catalina running straight inside of VMware on a Windows laptop. Alright guys, I'll be back once macOS has booted. Alright, macOS is nearly done booting, guys. Alright guys, macOS is officially booted. As you can see, you got the gray screen. It's gonna load the installer now. When it's first boot, it's gonna be a while, so be a little patient, guys. And alright, there you go. Installing macOS Catalina. This will be different to a normal macOS installation because it's running inside of VMware. It has to trick it into syncing and all that stuff. So it will just say this. It will install. You don't need a partition, nothing. It will just do it by itself. I'll come back once it's finished installing, guys. Alright, so macOS is finished installing now. Now we have to go through the setup of iCloud, the location services, Siri. However, Siri location won't work. iCloud will sign in, however you can't use iMessage or FaceTime for some weird reason, but you can download apps from the App Store. You can surf the web, you can do pretty much everything but iMessage. So, sorry if you clicked on this video to use iMessage, it will not work. If you have Linux, however, there are some very, very good tutorials online which allow you to run macOS on Linux, but also have iMessage and FaceTime working, because Linux and macOS are pretty much the same thing. They're both based on Unix, so they technically have the same core. That's why iMessage and FaceTime will work. However, since we're running it on VMware on a PC, which isn't based on Unix, it won't work. Just give it a second to boot. It's nearly done. Sometimes when the bar is going, it will like go away and then come back, and the white line will go back to start. That's normal. It happens sometimes. I don't know why, but that's just normal. It will boot fine. Nothing wrong will happen. And also, if your computer turns off while it's installing, your hard drive will corrupt. Your hard drive file will corrupt, so you're gonna have to download it again. That happened to me a couple times the first time I tried, so that's why I have my computer plugged in. Just I'll be back once it's booted. Guys, macOS is officially booted. See? Alright guys, I've finished the setup and we'll be getting to the desktop soon. Alright, there you have it. macOS is pretty much there. We're in macOS. And go to Launchpad. It might be a little slow on the first time, but after a while it'll just start getting snappy. If you want a little better performance, you can go Manage, install VMware Tools. You guys all know the process of installing an application, so I won't go into that in this video. VMware Tools just takes your display's resolution and scales it, fixes some compatibility and whatnot. So, alright then guys, there you go. That's how to run macOS inside of VMware on a PC. All the links that I used will be in the description. See you guys next time in another video. Peace.